Meteorologist Pete Mangione with your live Pinpoint Doppler 12 Futurecast.
Some single digits out there once again this morning. We do warm things up to around 32 today, hitting the freezing mark, and that is an improvement on the mid-20s that we saw yesterday. Let's take you to the Eyewitness News threat tracker, and we're going to keep you in the low category for both today, tonight, but tomorrow that's where we're going to put you in the medium category, and that's because of the threat of the freezing rain and the snow. So if I can get this to come up, I'm going to try this one more time. There we go. Here's what we're looking at for tomorrow. A wintry mix very early in the morning. We're talking 5, 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Freezing rain, snow, and then throughout the late morning and afternoon we go to plain old rain showers, potentially back to snow or sleet briefly by the time we get to the evening commute. But I'm thinking the morning commute would be the main time frame to see a few slick spots because of that freezing rain and snow. Not a lot in the way of accumulation. I'll discuss what I'm forecasting for accumulations coming up at the conclusion of this forecast. This morning, though, it is cold and quiet out there. 3 degrees is your temperature in Smithfield right now. We're 14 in Seekonk, a very light wind out of the west at 1 mile an hour. And in Warwick, we are at 9 degrees. Satellite picture is showing a lot more in the way of cloud cover approaching from the west. Yesterday, we had that beautiful blue sky. Not so much today as these clouds spill across the skies, especially by the afternoon. So we'll call it half and half with the clouds and sun. Looking at our temperatures today, 32, we'll take it. A few degrees of improvement over what we saw yesterday. The winds will be out there out of the southwest at around 5 to 10 miles an hour. Not quite as breezy as we saw yesterday afternoon. By location today, temperatures pretty much all get to around the freezing mark. Now watch what happens as we head overnight. One thing that will be nice is that temperatures not as cold as we've seen the past several nights because of the increase in cloud cover. 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, temperatures around freezing from Providence into Smithfield, even down across the South Shore. So pretty much to support a brief coating of snow, maybe some flurries out here at this point, but I think we'll start to see a few potential issues show up by 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. That's when temperatures do start to warm. So Providence, the coast may switch over to sleet or a rain-snow mix. But in Smithfield, notice how we're still holding the freezing mark. And this is rather typical around here. Sometimes areas north and west of 295 take a while to get rid of the really cold air at the surface. So there's a potential of some freezing rain, especially in northern Rhode Island at this point. Again, that's around the later part of the morning commute. Then as we head into the afternoon, temperatures warming enough to give us mostly rain showers, but by the late afternoon and evening we could go back over to some snow or sleet, especially north and west of Providence. Here's how it breaks down precipitation wise. You can see the rain showers actually around for a good part of tomorrow afternoon. By 6 p.m., even though I'm not thinking we'll see major issues for the evening commute, we could go back to a little bit of snow or sleet. Again, that would be in the evening tomorrow before the system moves out of here overnight Monday into Tuesday. So here's how it breaks down in terms of our 7-day Futurecast. You can see that those snowflakes are falling tomorrow. Accumulations, we're not going to see much at all. I'm forecasting a coating for most, 1 inch possible to the north and west of 295 throughout the morning and then again in the afternoon. And then that rain will start to mix through, and because of that, even if you're one of those areas which does get a coating in the morning, wouldn't be surprised if that's just kind of washed away by some of those rain showers during the afternoon. So accumulation-wise, this is not really a big deal. What could be a big deal are some of those slick spots during the commute tomorrow because of the threat of that snow and freezing rain. So we'll keep an eye on that. Colder on Tuesday, and then looks pretty quiet from the middle to the end of the work week.
We just have to get through really tomorrow. But
yes,
of course, morning and evening commute.
I know. It's all about timing with the situation.
Yeah.
You have all the cars on the roads, and sometimes it could be a little trickier out there.
All right, we'll stick with you, Pete. Thanks so much.
Yep.
Covering New England for you this morning, an SUV plows through a convenience store.